fear. And in that situation, he was all by his lonesome. I mean, Vishal was not even nearby him. But now we've got the other fights as Talmud. They are deciding to play from the peripheries of the edges. And action, the Danger Man has been knocked out. So many smokes being deployed, and well, they will have to commit for it because he's definitely one of those hard hitters, and you would want him to be alive in those wild circles.
He definitely will stay alive if he does get those kind of covering fire from his teammates, but now blah blah blah, he's being spotted out in the open, can't really do much, doesn't really have a lot of space to move around, and well, legs were exposed and toes being shot out. That's going to be it for RAW being eliminated in the 8th position. Right next to them, Future Station also gets eliminated in 7th position. So many teams are falling apart, but it's fine. These are quite decent positions that you can at least go down safely at this point in time. This is why itself, we didn't really have a lot of eyes on them. They are still intact with all 4 players alive, and that's good news for their side because we do know what happens with Visible Vibes have all their players alive in the late game situation. Pretty much the chances are they've all wrapped this chicken dinner over.
Yeah, they tend to pull off the surprises. Now talking about surprises, Zibion, he certainly can pull one off as Dead Eyes. They're getting on the kill boards over here as they're racking up kills one after the other. And same can be said for top. And so many teams are not really shying away from the fights. The hunger is clearly visible from all of these teams because they know they've got to end the day on a good note. But look at Raw. They've managed to secure 14 kills, Necro.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous. That's insane. That's mental.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. And that's what happens when you take down a team like Zeus. But hold on. Visiting Vibes now is challenging a head-on-head fight against A1esports, and that's not a team you want to challenge a fight like that. They do have a massive firepower, and this is why A1esports just easily rolled them over. They come out on top in that fight. This leaves Visiting Vibes in such an uncomfortable spot because Reaper Bot is now... man is under close contestation.
Oh,
and nade is going to be sealing the deal on Reaper Bot. As I mentioned, they do have a massive firepower, and you can't just challenge a fight against A1esports like that.
They definitely are the Yellow Assassins. The way they're just going to be absolutely decimating their opponents. They're going to stop at nothing, but maybe Malik puts a stop at their endeavors as he's got to go up against Pika as well. Now Starwood, they've taken quite some heavy chunk of damage, and Pika being behind the hills, he's out of harm's way, but right now he's going to do a lot more than that. He's got to get his teammates back up as Delta, he's taking a fight in a whole different direction against Dead Eyes.
Now Pika does find knock on Visible Vibes again. Malik is the man who goes down this time. Delta is the only man left alive, and we were talking about Visible Vibes having all of their players alive. And well, in the end, they decided to challenge and fight against A1esports, and well, the outcomes is in front of you guys. This leaves us with final 5 teams alive. A1esports, again, they have been blessed by the zone throughout the game. But this is the moment where they finally need to move out. This is the gamer life pretty much. You need all gamers do is just stay inside the house.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, if the circle is favoring you, just stay inside of that and let you know, the chaos, the anarchy happen throughout the map and respond when you need it. Right now, with this sort of circle shift, A1esports, they're feeling comfortable than ever. Right, Dead Eyes, they're in a whole world of trouble. They've definitely lost out on those numbers, and now Jax is just spraying all that bullet onto its starboard's direction. Any single
Another
moment.
circle.
Yeah, they have it in the favor, right? Just as we said, A1esports, this is their game to lose.
A1esports, yeah. If they somehow still manage to screw things over, then I don't really know what to say. Because they do have a little kind of compound inside the circle, even this late in the game.
And also
now,
the
the Vibes, Delta, Delta and Malik, the 2 final men charging against A1esports. The tables have turned. Top 2A is the only man alive in this late game of situation. This nade comes in through, is taking a lot of damage from the back lines. And well, top falls down from Sinister. A1esports kind of helping Visible Vibes out unknowingly. And Malik and Delta, well, they have found themselves quite a lot of free passes to move in, and that's where they make a safe rotation inside the zone. But A1esports are taking a lot of shots onto them.
Yeah, they definitely are, as a frag indeed from Dead Eyes has managed to spot Malik down, and Sinister, I believe, will be putting the final nail in the And no, it's going to be Rated who does that. But A1 Esports, well, they pay back. And there you have it, right? A1 Esports really inching close in a 3v1 situation, and
Oh my
Rated
god.
all by himself, exposed, vulnerable, but still manages to put quite some fight up.
Yeah, he has managed to take one player out of A1 Esports. This leaves him in a one-on-two situation. This should give him also a little bit more comfort level inside this fight. He does have a decent amount of cover for himself. But again, he is also quite vulnerable. It's a one-on-three situation. I'm expecting them to at least go and stick the res onto Sinister, and that's what they're exactly doing. Nineboy sticking the res onto Sinister. The nade was there in the closed lines, but wasn't really up to the mark, so they should be safe for now. Raid's position completely being exposed. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He cannot move his wall. He is being choked into that one single position, and A1 Esports trying to throttle him down.
They certainly are, but Rated, he's a happy man in it. Again, maybe a possible second position finish. That's quite likely, unless and until A1 Esports mess it up. But I barely doubt that, because the players that we have in front of Rated, they're all experienced bunch, right? They know what to do in certain situations. Now, they're not going to be taking any chances. They're going to build up those smoke walls. They're going to do whatever it takes to take down Rated over here, who is still fearless and is going for those shots,
Nice.
but that's just about it. As A1 Esports again end the day on a really good note, as they get another chicken dinner. And well, that's a good start for them, at least in the chicken dinner department, which is going to propel them up to the 7th position on the overall rankings.
Hey, that's not a bad position to end the day, right?
Absolutely.
Pretty much looking good. Yep. And even in their face cams, right? You saw that sigh of relief coming in through on the first day, getting your